So, do you guys remember for a hot minute, like, DC was putting out 100-page books that were $5 at Walmart? Yeah, everyone forgot. But that's where we got a lot of... among all those reprints in the 100-page giant, there were actually, like, comics in there. There were stories that were written by big names. Of course, that's where we got Brian Michael Bendis' Batman Universe. That's where we got Tom King's Superman Up in the Sky. That's also where we got Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, also by Tom King, which I kind of want to really read. It was also where we got a few other stories outside of Superman, Batman, and Supergirl. One of those being Wonder Woman, Come Back to Me. So what is Wonder Woman, Come Back to Me? This is a story by Amanda Conner and Jimmy Palmiotti, her husband, who most of you guys would know best as they did a lot of Harley Quinn, and Jimmy Palmiotti, along with Justin Gray, obviously made the definitive run on Jonah Hex. So, Wonder Woman Come Back to Me is, I think this is the first time I've done a review on a Wonder Woman comic, and it's not that I don't hate Wonder Woman, I really don't. I do not hate Wonder Woman, and I just don't talk enough about her because it's really hard to find, like, a good Wonder Woman story because there's not a lot of them. And they're not, and for some reason, even though she's one of the three, like, members of the Trinity, she doesn't have, like, DC really has a problem promoting Wonder Woman. Even when the movie came out, they were like, throw shit on the walls, let's see what happens. Now, to be clear, there is, like, a lot of good stories out there, like, obviously, in the Rebirth run, there was, Greg Rucka's Wonder Woman run, which I actually own the 4 volumes of, and now I want to read that when I have time. Read those and do a full review on it. And there's also, I really, really want to read the Wonder Woman run by Becky Cloonan that involves her post-Death Metal, where she actually ends up in Asgard. She ends up in the DC Universe version of Asgard and encounters some of the gods. Not the god you're thinking of, though. Just to be clear. So, this is, if you're wondering where this is in continuity, don't worry, don't think about it. It's just kind of like its Nebula's own continuity. And you see, the Walmart story, the original Walmart stories are very much insane. Like, a lot of them are pretty much insane. Batman Universe was literally, let's see how much Brian Michael Bendis can make a fun Batman story and also show why he should have been on the fucking book to begin with. Yeah, we all, like, who wanted Bendis on Superman? Obviously no one. But yeah, Bendis' Batman Universe book, like, was like, it made everyone go, why wasn't he doing Batman to begin with? That was the perfect character. Nope, Superman. Let's make a boring-ass event does anyone remember Event Leviathan? Oh, you don't? Yeah, there's a reason for that. Anyway, enough about that. Let's talk about this comic. So like I said, it's kind of its own nebulous universe. And if you're looking for a Wonder Woman book, yeah, if you know who Wonder Woman is, you just have this is perfect. Like, this is a perfect comic to give someone who just said, I just watched the Wonder Woman movies, is there anywhere I can read? This would be my first thing to hand them. So, Wonder Woman Come Back to Me is a story where Diana, along with Etta Candy, go into the Bermuda Triangle to find Steve Trevor after he and his team are sucked into the vortex. Along the way, they run into dinosaurs, they run into Neanderthals, they run into a giant cat god who's literally eating dinosaurs, and also, they make a new friend. That friend is Jonah Hex. Yeah, no, really, Jonah Hex, we have a Jonah Hex and Wonder Woman team up. Like, for real. And also it makes sense to me. I was like, Jonah, you're... Okay, Jonah Hex is here. And then I was like, oh, right, because Jimmy Palmiotti fucking wrote Jonah Hex. Of course he's going to be here. So I always get, like, excited when Jonah Hex teams up. And I don't think we've ever had Wonder Woman meet Hex before. We've had Batman meet Hex. I think there's been a few comics where Superman meets Hex. But really, like... I don't think there's, at least to my knowledge, I don't think there's ever been a comic where Diana actually met Jonah Hex. So, this was kind of cool. It was a lot of fun. So, this comic is basically just fun. That's the best way to describe this book. It's just pure fun. That's really all I can really say is, it's just fun. Like, it's just unadulterated, pure, like, it's like a sugar high. Like, this comic is a straight up sugar high. Because this involves, you know, obviously a lost world. This involves, like, giant insects and monsters. We even have Cheetah show up in here. And we also go into space. We encounter aliens. This is like some kids fan fiction. Like, this is like, if you get, like, Amanda Conner and Jimmy Palmiotti literally are like, all right, even though we swear, there is swearing in this book. It's not like, yeah, there is some language in this book. Like, this is something a kid would think of, and that's kind of cool. Like, I do like that. I do like that this does have, like, this fun kind of, like, Silver Age story, because, like, you think it's going one way, and it just goes more and more and more. Like, okay, Diana and Etta Candy are looking for Steve on, like, what essentially a unknown world. Oh, there's aliens and robots now. Oh, that alien is now a princess who mind-wiped herself, and is now a Colosseum gladiator, and it's a fight to the death. Oh, nope, there's also another thing that literally eats antimatter, and it's coming here. You see what I mean? Like, it just keeps... It's like an Energizer Bunny comic, where it just keeps going and going and going. It just does not stop, and it's really fun. Like, it doesn't like, if you enjoyed, like, Silver Age books and straight up enjoy, like, just the insanity of those, yeah, this is a comic for you. This is just unadulterated fun. And I really wanted to read this book because I was like, I want to read Wonder Woman, but a lot of the trades are kind of expensive. So I saw this one under $20, which is, this is about $17.99. This is definitely worth a look. Like, if you're looking for a Wonder Woman book, but don't know where to start, and you just want something, like, as a fun story, here you go. Wonder Woman Come Back to Me. It's also got, like, the first issue doesn't really involve the other 11, because, well, let me explain. In the volumes for the 100-page giant books, they usually had like little stories, like little serials, and they all collected them into like a 7-issue trade. So the first part doesn't even involve what the rest of the story is. It's just a way for Diana to be away from Steve for him to get missing. But it's actually a lot of fun because it's literally just Wonder Woman goes, saves a bunch of firefighters and animals from a fire. It's literally it. And she also she also shows off some of her other abilities, like talking to animals. A lot of people forget that, like, Diana can speak to animals. A lot of people forget that, so well done, Amanda Conner. You remember that little tidbit. All in all, this is just fun. Wonder Woman Come Back to Me is just a fun Wonder Woman story. And if you just want, like, a fun story to read more of Wonder Woman, this is literally, like, the perfect place. Like, it doesn't go too deep into her lore. It's more of a comic that essentially is just, here's Wonder Woman, here's Steve Trevor, here's Etta Candy, here's Cheetah, here's a fun adventure, and oh yeah, we're going to throw in Jonah Hex in too. So if you're looking for just a fun ride, that's the best way to describe it. Just check it out. So yeah, hope you all enjoyed this. I did actually buy the other Walmart book that got collected in trade. That wasn't, because I do want to get Batman Universe as well as Superman Up in the Sky by Tom King and Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. I want to get those too. But this is the other thing. This is from the Titans 100-page book called Titans Burning Rage. And if you guys are interested, I might do... Actually, I'm going to do a review of this Teen Titans book because, yeah, it's... Throw in Cyborg, it's the Teen Titans team from the animated series. And there's actually, like... The reason I bought it because I was flipping through it, and there's actually a kick-ass fight between Mongol and Starfire in it, so I'm all in. Anyway, so other than that, hope you all enjoyed this review. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.